What's your podcast about?
Honestly, we just be talking the bullshits, and when the girls be talking about the stuffs and the TikToks, that's when I be. That's our topics.
What was your last episode about?
Our last episode was about fucking opps.
Like fucking your like. Wait, hold on. Wait, what do you mean? Like so. Explain fucking opps. Let's explain that.
Like you know when you're like your man's ops, like your nigga's ops, like that's what we were talking about.
Really?
Yeah, I'm an op fucker, so I don't want to say any different.
Holy. Okay. What else? What else did you guys talk about? Or was that the main conversation?
No, we talked about other things like being with your man when he's cheating on you. How women feel like that, you know what I mean? Like, cause I'm a person. I'm like, if you feel like your man's cheating on you, but you're gonna take him back anyways, girl, just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Just shut up. Like, just shut up. We don't want to hear it. Your friends don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it.
Let's back. Okay, is that it? After that was it?
What else did we talk about? I can't even remember.
Let's stick there then.
Okay.
Let's talk about first before we get into fucking
okay.
Ops. You said if you're gonna take back your man anyway, then why are you talking shit?
Yes.
Explain a situation where that happened.
Okay, so in a situation where that happened with me personally, it just came repetitive. Like I kept going through the phone. I kept seeing he's cheating on me. Like I'll crash out for a week and then like I'm back sucking the same dick after like the week. You know what I mean? Like I'm literally back on my knees, back looking up, like you know what I mean? So it's just like, why am I came to a point where I'm like, why am I sitting down here and I'm fighting and arguing and making myself so disoriented about the fact that this man is cheating. And I know he's cheating, but I'm gonna sex him anyways. I'm gonna be with him anyways. I'm gonna call my girls, like I'm gonna complain about it, and I'm still gonna be with this man anyways. So what is the point of continuously going, continuously complaining about a man that like you know ain't shit, and you're choosing to be with him anyways? That's your choice. Shut up about it.
Is that an issue? Like a mental issue, or you know?
Probably. Like I'm not saying it's not a mental issue. I'm just saying like I'm not just gonna continuously fight with a man about something, knowing that I'm gonna forgive him for it anyways in the end. A lot of girls, like, their man will cheat on them and then they forgive him for it in the end. And they're thinking to themselves, like, he's not cheating on me no more. Girl, yes, he is. Yes, the fuck he is.
So why not just pick up and leave then? If you're ever in a situation like that, why not just say, you know what?
I got attachment issues.
Ah, there it is.
I have attachment issues, yes.
Okay, so how long do you have to be with someone before the attachment starts to commence? Like, how long is that relationship?
You gotta leave me.
No, what I'm saying is like when you meet somebody first run, is it like 6 months and then boom, I'm attached? Is it like 3 months and then boom, I'm attached? Is it like a week?
It's like 2 days.
2 days?
After 2 days, I'm like, I love this guy.
2 days?
I'm in love.
How could you? 2 days?
I'm in love after 2 days. What?
What's your sign?
I'm like, baby, do you want Uber Eats? What do you need?
What's your sign?
Leo.
June or July or August?
August.
Beginning or end? Like 16th area?
Middle, August 14th.
Oh, yeah, I was close.
Yes.
I think I get it. Once you are in love, you're in love. I was with a Leo, August Leo, and she was like,
crazy.
If I never left, she wouldn't have left.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not good.
I'm on that.
It's not healthy, though.
Yeah. But it's good.
So who? To you?
To all of us.
I don't know. It depends. If the shit's ton up, then maybe. But if it's not, if it's just like...
If she got good head, good pussy, good personality, I mean, like, where are you going?
That pussy was tight.
Exactly. Where are you going?
The head was in here.
You have to, she tell her to follow me on Instagram.
No, she's married now. That's where the attachment started. That's
Oh.
where the attachment ends. Now she's married, so it's like, God bless
Honestly,
your
I'm not
child.
gonna lie to you. I got married and the attachments never ended still.
Ah, shit.
You got married?
I got married. I was married, yeah.
Are you divorced now?
My husband passed away.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
Rest in peace. How does that work when, like, what is that like, that situation, like marrying and then having that happen? I know you still grieve because I will go through your social medias and I know you're still grieving
definitely,
about it.
for sure. The best way I could describe it to anybody, it would be like the way I described it on social media would be like imagine you have like this house you bought, you paid for, this is last year money, last year Mohicans, and then like you went out for dinner, whatever, your colleagues, your friends, whatever the case may be, and then you come home and the whole entire house is burning down. Your pictures, your memories, your letters, your everything you ever built, you're watching it burn down to the ground. I feel like that's what it was for me. It was like watching everything I built burn down to the ground. Because I came from nothing, you know what I mean? Like, where I came from like a real, actual, unsolid grounds. So when I built a marriage with me and my husband, it was just like, that was something that I felt like to me was super important. You know what I mean? So watching him go through what he went through, because he was an addict. So watching him go through what he went through, to me, it was like watching your house burn down. I slowly watched my house burn down, and like you have to rebuild from nothing. So it's like when you're picking yourself up the ground and you have kids too, you have to remember like you still have to move forward, because your kids obviously watch you for your strength to see what you're going through. You know what I mean? So it's like your kids are looking at you and they're looking and they're saying, okay, if mom's crying, I'm sad. If mom's happy, I'm happy. If mom's mad, I'm mad. You know what I mean? Your kids feed off your energy. So I feel like for me personally, because I had so many kids at the time, I had 4 boys. So to have 4 boys looking at me like, what do we do next? I had no choice but to move forward and be like happy, you know? And like, yeah, like to this day, I do cry myself to sleep. I do have very much broken moments where I'm like, damn, like I lost everything. But at the same time, I feel like dealing with an addict, you're mourning him while he's still alive too. So at the same time, it's like you're watching somebody that you once knew become somebody you don't know.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because the moment the addiction kicks and he's already kind of passing inside and you're just kind of looking at him in real time like, nigga, you are dying, my nigga. Like, wake up. And if the dream is going to be forever, then you already kind of mourned him before he even... Before his spirit left his body.
Exactly. And like, me and him were at a point in time, we were at the same place because I was an addict too. So me and him were at the same place at a point in time. So it's like, when I crawled myself out of the place, I'm like, it's like, you know when you're like, see on like social media, people cave diving and they're like, they end up in a hole and the man's trying to pull them out, but he can't pull them out. I feel like that's how I was. Like, I'm trying to pull him out, but I can't pull him out because it's like, he's digging deeper. You know what I mean? He's in the opposite way of me. So it's like, yeah, I'm holding his feet. I'm trying to drag him out. But like him himself with his hands are digging deeper into the ground. So it's like, it came down to a point to me where it's like, he did get sober. And then he went and he got arrested and then he relapsed. So when he went to prison, he relapsed in prison. And that's what I said. The prison system is so fucked up because like, there's niggas in there that are like getting better. There's niggas in there that are trying to rehabilitate themselves. And it's like, because of the system and because of the government, it's like people are knocking them down. They're like holding them down to like the place that they were. You know what I mean? Like you can't elevate because it's like, this is what you were, this is what you are. You know what I mean? Like you're a crackhead. That's you. This is what you're going to stand as. So when you go to prison, it's like, yeah, put him on these things because he's a crackhead. Put him on this medication. You know what I mean? Like this is going to hold him so it's like an animal in a cage. You know what I mean? They're just feeding everybody things to like coexist with each other kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's actually trying to help them. So it's like, when he went to jail the last time, he went to jail on a stick charge, and when he went to prison, I took the charges for him, and he did 7 months. So when I took those charges for him, he ended up passing away like 2 months later, and I was like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have took those charges. You know what I mean? But like at the same time, like I'm looking at my husband facing 12 years in jail, and they're telling me I could do 2 years. So I'm like, I'm gonna do these 2 years and make him do his time. He already did so much time too. You know what I mean? Like that alone affects a man's mind. Like you're in solitary confinement, you're in jail, you're doing a lot. So it's like as his wife, like I felt like that was my obligation. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, I don't feel like now in the place I'm in, I don't feel like I was his obligation to be completely sober minded. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the part of addiction that everybody doesn't understand. It's like when you get to a certain point, it's like it doesn't matter if you have kids. People will sell their kids. You know what I mean? You don't. It doesn't matter if you have kids. It doesn't matter if you have a wife. It doesn't matter if you have a family or a home or people that love you. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So I mourned him before I lost him, which is why I'm able to go on social media and I'm able to talk about my experiences and I'm able to share with the world what I went through personally, even being an addict, even being a sober now, even being, you know what I mean? Whatever, I'm able to sit down here and say like, yeah, I did this stuff. You know what I mean? And that's why like nobody could ever shame me for my life. It's like, you can do beat me up. It's my life.
Well, you shouldn't shame anybody for anything that they've gone through.
Exactly.
And I'm saying that's their experience, that's their life. What were you guys addicted to? Or if it was different drugs or it was the same drug?
When me and him were addicted together, personally, all of it. I was on Fetty, heroin, crystal meth, coke, shrooms, you know what I mean? Like anything. And then when he started branching off on his own, he started doing something called chasing the dragon. So
Heroin?
so he was mixing Fetty and heroin together. And that's what I was doing originally, but like he was putting in like it in a foil and smoking it like out of a pipe. And then that's when I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, you're a crackhead. Like, you know what I mean? Because, like, obviously I'm in the same situation. I'm not considering myself to be a crackhead. So I'm like, okay, I'm sniffing. I'm having a little fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. But, like, why the fuck are you smoking it? Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Then I started hiding, like, the tinfoil, like, stuff. Yeah, like, so it's just, like, a lot of things that I went through with him, I don't ever speak on because he's not here. You know what I mean? And I don't ever want no one to look at him in like a light that's not like how I looked at him. You know what I mean? Like he was like addicted and whatever the case may be, but I'm not gonna lie, that man saved me from myself. You know what I mean? Like when I first met him, like my brother just unalived himself. I was 17, my brother was 18. So like, and that was my best friend. So it really took a toll on me. And then when I met him, it was like, I was already in such a deep hole. Like I just tried to like commit suicide. I was already deep down in a hole. And I was like, I didn't even think I could save myself. You know what I mean? But he saved me still. Like he literally like, he made sure like, I was okay. Like, no matter what problems, no matter what issues, anything I had around me, like, he always made sure I was okay. So, no matter what bad came with him, I knew bad came with myself. You know what I mean? So, it's like, as a woman, I can't look at a man and be like, oh, you have too much baggage. You know what I mean? Because as a woman, I have baggage too. So, it's like, I can't look at you and be like, oh, you have too much baggage. I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you have baggage too. I have baggage. We're going to try to figure it out together. You know what I mean? And I was with the man for 10 years. Honestly, if he didn't overdose, I would have been with him right now. No cap. Like, I would have been married to him right now.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Seems like trauma is like your middle name.
Yeah.
Like you went through trauma from young.
Yeah, definitely.
And it just grew with you. What's the main thing you've learned in that whole experience of just that traumatic life that you've lived?
Within my whole life, the only thing that I learned, to be honest, was like, the only person I have is me. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not in tune with yourself, you can't be in tune with anybody. You know what I mean? So it's like, I had to learn to be in tune with my star player. Like, no matter what's going on around me, I had to look in the mirror and be like, I know myself. You know what I'm saying? As crazy as I am, as sporadic as I am, as you know what I mean? Like, I have to know, like, you have to know yourself. So the biggest thing I ever learned in life was just like, whether you have a mom, whether you have a dad, a brother, a sister, a friend, people die every day. You lose people every day, and like, you really only have nobody but your actual self. You can't depend on anybody but yourself. The only thing that anybody can depend on you for is your children. You know what I mean? Because those are the people that you brought into the world. So that's your responsibility. So aside from that, I learned over the years that like, I honestly just have to just be true to myself, because a lot of times I get lost with like man, and lost with hood politics, and lost with things, you know what I mean? And it's just like, you have to actually like ground yourself, because there's times where like you'll be on social media, you'll be doing these things, like even these podcasts and those, and then when you get in your house at the night and you're sitting in your bed, the air's swallowing you. You know what I mean? It's swallowing you whole. Can't breathe. Can't breathe in air. That's you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
That's
it.
your main focus. So it's like, if you don't know yourself, you're lost. That's just it.
Have you ever thought about like going to like seminars to talk about your story? Have you ever done that, or has anybody said, "Hey, why don't you?" Like, I'm pretty sure you're not the only one that's going through this.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure there's a million women that's going through the same thing you're going through and don't even know how to move. Like, they don't know how to function. They don't know how to. Have you ever thought about using your story as an outreach for the young women out here?
I have thought about it, but at the same time, we live in Toronto. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of women are out here being domestically violent. They're out here with mans that are most likely pimping them. They're out here with, you know what I mean? Like, mans that are disrespecting them and all that. But at the same time, me, myself too, like, you stay. So it's like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So how many seminars can I give to make you guys feel to yourselves like, I want to do better? You know what I mean? I didn't want to do better until the nigga left me. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to figure it out until the man left. That's when I was like, whoa, I'm on my own. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's like, if the man doesn't leave and she's still in the same situation that she's in, even if she does go to the seminar, is it going to make a difference?
Yes, I think so.
You
And
do?
I think you're overshadowing your own potential, because just sitting here listening to your story, it makes me like, bro, like, why hasn't someone said, yo, let's set up a little 1-2 in like some gym or somewhere downtown? It doesn't even have to be Toronto, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many cities in Ontario you can go and visit, and people are going through this, and all races, all colors, even men, they go through certain shit like this. And it's like, just speaking your story, or linking up with a bunch of people that been through it and understand and know how to wake up in the morning and be happy, because depression is real. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And all that trauma is all entrenched in depression. So imagine just being able to just say, hey, this is my story, and this is how I fucking wake up, and I have 4 or 5 kids, and I have to do this and I have to do that even after the fact. I'm not saying to do what I did, but I'm just saying this is my story and this is what I've done. Because you don't know if that other person that's listening to be like, yeah, maybe I should try that.
You know, I never even thought about it, like, to do it in like a public way. I've only ever done it on TikTok.
That's a start, though. That is a start.
So that's the only place I've ever been, like, online, like, you know, like, talking. I think that's how I even gained like all my followers. My first TikTok was when my husband first passed away. It was like 3 weeks later. My mom was leaving the house and I was sliding down the wall, and I'm like, I don't know how to live with my kids. I said, what am I supposed to do? And everybody was trolling me. I said, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Wait, hold on. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to live with my kids. How am I supposed to feed them? Like, I don't want to feed them. Like, I don't even want to feed myself. You know what I mean? Like, so that's originally, like, I originally started social media to link with people that are widows that did like lose their husbands, or people that are addicted, that are trying to get better or have gotten better or lost people from addiction. You know what I mean? Because this year, November, I'll be 7 years sober. So, yes.
Congratulations, man. Honestly, that's so good.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you. So I'm very proud of my sobriety. You know what I mean? Like, I do smoke, I do drink and stuff, but like when it comes to like all of that, I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not into it anymore. It's just not for me. You know what I mean? So I feel like social media for me, like it started off good and then it kind of took like a negative turn along the way because just of all the like stuff going on with like, you know, it's just like, oh my God. So after like I trying to rebrand now, I think like I'm more focused on like what I'm really supposed to do, which is like there's people that have been addicted. I was battling on TikTok and like they told me they were addicted still. And then like recently I battled them and they were like, yeah, I've been sober for like 4 months. Thank you so much. Like it's you. And I'm just like, wow, I felt so good because I was just like, wow, like I didn't realize like I'm touching people and this man doesn't even live in the same country as me. You know what I mean? So it's like, I was just so proud of myself. Like, wow, like my story actually went out there and like made somebody else feel like I could do this. Like I could be sober too.
I'm telling you, like, I don't know if there's an addiction program here, but a Canadian addiction prevention program or something. Link up with Brittany, that I'm saying, and listen, 7th year party in September. You know what I'm saying?
November
Drinks,
18th.
No, listen, 7-year party in November. Everybody link up and just celebrate 7 years of sobriety.
Yes.
And it doesn't even matter. Even if you're 1 week of sobriety, come and have fun.
Yes.
Turn up. 24 hours. Have fun.
Come and have fun with us.
I'm telling you, you need to do something like that and just have everybody just celebrate each other and tell their stories and how they're battling this, because more awareness is better than no awareness.
Yes, for sure.
And it starts off with your social media.
For sure.
Now, going back to that, you know what I'm saying? The question I have is like, what's the pros and cons of just having your whole life on social media? Because like you said, there has been twists and turns and negative and positives. What for you, in your opinion, the pros and cons of living your whole life on social media and having everybody, like low key, I know someone that bucked you at a doctor's office and be like, I know you.
Yeah.
And it's just like they know you because of social media.
Yes.
So how is that? Are you paranoid or are you okay with it now? Like, how's that experience been?
Honestly, at first it was actually pretty nerve-wracking. I'm not gonna lie, because I was just like, oh my God. But I just kept going and I kept going, and then I'm just like, it was my mom. My mom called me. She's like, can you stop telling people that your dad breeded my sister? I said, okay. Welp, hold on. It's my story too. She's like, but you're telling everyone you have cousin sisters. I said, Mom, relax. It's okay. I realized then I went too far. And then me and my sister got into a whole fight and it was all over social media. I said, yeah, this is a little too far. But like, honestly, it's really not the positive feedback. It's more so I feel like the comments and the negative feedback. I feel like if you read into like all the comments and like the negative feedback, you'll actually like crash out. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of people, like they'll see your story, they'll see things you're saying online, and then they think they know you. So they'll come back and be like, oh, well, and then you're seeing in the comments people telling you things about yourself you didn't even know. You didn't even know. I said, what? I said, what are you guys talking about? Like, for example, I said the other day, someone said I was in the car, my husband passed away, and I said, no, guys, my husband passed away in the car. Like, don't get it confused. You know what I mean? So I feel like your whole life being on social media, it's actually really daunting. It's like, it's hard on your kids. It's hard on you. You know what I mean? Especially when there's people in your personal life that will say things on social media towards you or towards your kids, because people will run with that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's like your whole life being on social media, I feel like you really have to have an actual thick skin to be on social media, because social media will make you want to kill yourself. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sorry, sorry for the words, but it will. It will make you want to. You will be reading those comments and just looking at them, and you're just like, you start to believe the stuff people are saying about you. You start to feel insecure about your body. You start to feel insecure about yourself. It's just like, me personally, how I deal with it is just knowing myself. I know myself. I know who I am as a person. I know I'm a genuine person. I know I have a big heart. I know I have a big attitude. I know I have big hands. You know what I mean? My hands are bisexual.
They eat for everyone.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Rated E for what?
For everyone. Thank you.
Wow. I think I never heard that one. I never heard that one. That was a good one.
Yes.
I see why you're the co-host. You're good. You're good.
They are. They very much are.
Okay, we're gonna touch on that a little bit later, but go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? You just have to have a thick skin. And honestly, it's a bunch of sad people behind a camera living your life vicariously through you, upset that you're doing these things. You know what I mean? Like, it's that. Like, that's just what it is. Like, you're mad that you're sitting at home by yourself with your kids. Your mom doesn't want to watch them. I'm sorry. Your mom doesn't love her grandkids and doesn't want to take them every weekend, babes. Okay? You're mad that fucking your baby dad doesn't want to watch your baby while you're doing things. Okay, why are you mad at me? It's just like you're mad at certain things. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, they're mad that their best friends and their godmoms doesn't want to come and spend the weekends with your kids and give you a little break. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be mad at a next female because it takes a village.
Yeah.
If you don't have a village, don't have a baby. Because I have a baby without a man's. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can have a baby and not have a man, respectfully, but it's like, do you have a village? You can't be mad at another woman for having a village. You can't be mad at another woman for having support. You can't be mad at another woman for getting a bag or whichever way. If you know nobody likes you and you go online and you open up your camera screen and nobody sends you gifts, nobody gives you likes, nobody, whatever the case may be, that's because nobody likes your personality. Yeah, that's on you. That's between you, your DNA, and Jesus. You know what I mean? That ain't got shit to do with me.
Yeah.
If I can open up my camera and make $100 right now, what does that have to do with you? Why are you mad at me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I gave you guys the blueprint already. I've been gave everybody the blueprint on how to do this. You just chose not to do it. And people do go online and they talk about their baby fathers. They talk about their life. They do whatever the case may be. But yeah, after they do all that and they go home with no bread, they're mad at me because I did it and made bread. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't be mad at me. I gave you the blueprint. Why are you upset? I took my negativity and I turned it into dollars.
Yeah, that part. Clock it.
Hey, man. A lot of people don't have that fucking...
And I get paid in USD.
A lot of people don't have that, like... people don't have your spirit, you know what I'm saying? They don't have, like, it's fucking like, not that, but they're scared.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of Toronto people, I'll say, like, they're just scared to do what is necessary to feed yourself. And honestly, what you're doing, may it be negative, it's turning into a positive because it's backed by dollars. So,
yes.
I mean, hey, what could the fuck you do? You know what I'm saying?
Even if it's negative, the negative turned to dollars. So, I mean, who cares?
Yeah. And it's your life. You can tell it as
yes.
fucked up as you want it, right?
Exactly. And we're expanding too because, babes, you guys are going to have to TTS me soon. You're going to have to pay to comment me. You're crazy. I'm about to be on Kick.
Okay. Hey, listen, deal coming
I'm about to be a streamer.
Streamer, yeah?
A big streamer.
All right.
You guys going to see me on your platforms.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I want to talk about a controversy.
Okay.
With Trizzy.
Okay.
Southside Vern Trizzy.
Yes, I knew it was coming.
I don't know if you don't know this or not, but I used to record Trizzy.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay.
I know Trizzy very well. I think you guys have a back and forth banter. I want to start by the whole licking ice cream thing with Trizzy.
Okay.
I know this is not your story to tell, but you being who you are, social media, fucking superstar, did you put him on that? Did you say like, yo, Trizzy, you should go on there and be like homegirl and lick ice cream? Are you responsible for this?
So actually what happened was I was actually, I have a townhouse. So I was on the bedroom floor in my main room and he was upstairs in another room. And I was watching his live on my phone. And I seen him like do the ice cream. Yes. And then I was just like, after he ended the live, he came downstairs. I said, why did you do that? He said, I don't know. I said, what do you mean? I'm laying in my bed. I said, what do you mean? I said, babe. He said, I don't know. Honestly, like, fuck. I was like, it's NPC. Like, he just literally started live. You know what I mean? So it's like, he was watching other people on their lives doing like NPCs and those kinds of things. And I feel like he was trying to like mimic them. But at the same time, like this is Toronto. It's not America. You know what I mean? So you're seeing mans in America like do licking ice creams and like doing dances and shit. But in Toronto, like you're a gang member, like buddy, like, you know what I mean? Like tighten up, you know? So... After that, he was just like, fuck. And then like the trolling came and he was like, fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, yo, at this point, you just have to go get like an ice cream bust down pendant or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, you're the ice cream man. Go buy an ice cream truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go buy, babe, go buy an ice cream truck, go to the hood and get yourself a little fucking, give all the ice cream out to the kids them. That you're the ice cream man now.
That's smart.
He's the Gucci man of fucking Toronto.
It's actually a smart play.
Thank you, right?
But he didn't do it.
No, he left me, so I mean, fuck you and your plans.
Why? Okay. After there was a picture of him together. I can't even. Everybody's seen this picture, all right? I think it was the kissing booty, something like that, along the lines. Why did you decide to put that out? Or did you put it out, or did he put it out? Because I know when you're a celebrity, sometimes you leak your own shit just to get some attention on yourself. Or did you put it out to try to embarrass the man?
I did. I put it out myself. But the reason why is, and honestly, I did have another video, but it got deleted. So there's that. But fuck. Anyways, I put it out myself. And the reason why I did put it out myself was because I was sleeping with my own enemy. You understand? So at a point in time, like, I've always been a social media from when I met him to now. You know what I mean? Like, I always been on social media, doing my social media thing. And like, throughout the times originally, I feel like, like, I felt like we were genuine, like, you know, because originally when I first met him, he told me he was going to jail. So I was like, I love me a jail nigga. Like, there's nothing more that I love better than that. What? You don't have no freedom. You're not cheating on me. You're not doing... I'll come visit you once a week and drop you a canteen. Are you crazy? I could do that. Send you letters, pictures. I don't even have to FaceTime you. I'm there. I'm in that. That's my favorite type of man, okay? So I said, yeah, okay, no problem.
Go ahead.
So when he said he was going to jail, I said, yeah, no problem. So when he actually went to jail, we were supposed to meet up, whatever. My first, our first date or whatever. We were supposed to meet up, and I was like, okay, boom, we're going to go to my hood. So we're going to go to Flummo. We're going to go to a sushi place in Flummo because I'm like, I'm not bringing you nowhere else because I don't know about you. You know what I mean? We're going to go to where I know where I'm safe. Yeah. So we were supposed to go there. He got arrested the same day or whatever. I thought the man stood me up. Oh my God, I was going to go circle his ends. I said, I'm on that. But fucking... Anyways, he ended up getting arrested. I seen him in the news.
Is that the whole situation with my boy at Alton Towers?
No, that was after that. Yeah, that was after that. So I seen him in the news or whatever. So I was like, fuck. You know, so I held it down. Whatever, I seen he was in jail. I held it down. I said, yeah, I was a woman of my word. You know what I'm saying? I held him down in jail. He was in jail for 5 months. Mind you, I never met the man. Like, I never kissed him, touched him, nothing before this. The first time I ever hugged Trizzy was when he stepped outside the prison doors 5 months after I held him down. You get what I'm saying? And then he just dogged me after that. So, like, honestly, like, it came down to a point where, like, I'm sleeping in my bed. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. my new nigga's messaging me like, yo, your baby father has this your son up on his green screen. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I wake up after all that, mind you, right? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we have our 1-2 differences, whatever the case may be, but you always knew I was a social media person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're not coming into this situation like I'm not. I've always been this. So I woke up or whatever. I went on social media and I see my son, my big son, literally like pants down, butt out, half naked on the man's green screen. And he's like, yeah, her kid's a fish, her kid's a fish, her kid's a fish, ray.
That's what my boy did?
Yes.
No.
So then I ended up getting him in like a conference room pretty much on TikTok. And I'm just like, yo, why the fuck do you have my, like, what's up with the picture of my son? Because this was from 2 years ago. My son's 14 now, 15.
Yeah.
This was from when he was 12 years old. What's up? And then he's just like, oh, yeah, so what? I kept it for archives. And I'm just like, for 2 years? We were together for 3 years. You kept that picture for 2 years? Been sleeping with the enemy. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, bet. Then I just started posting pictures of him with his hat off. Don't hatfish the girl them. I started posting pictures with him with his hat off and fucking, yeah, me playing with the body.
So all this stemmed from him posting your son in a fucked up way.
Yeah.
This all stemmed from that.
Yep. I would have never posted it if not.
So.
I've been had those. I've been had those. Those are from years ago. They're 2 years ago at least. I've been had those videos. I would have never posted it if it wasn't for that.
Are you playing with his bum?
Yeah.
What was the second video like? I shouldn't ask, but what was the second video like?
The one that got deleted?
The one that got deleted. What is that like? Can you like?
I'm not gonna say. We're on good terms. We're on good terms. We're on good terms.
You're on good terms.
Yeah, we're on good terms. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
I'm
not gonna say. He has his daughter right now. I'm not gonna say. We're on good terms. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna ask him when he comes, if he comes.
If he ever comes and he says it, I'm coming back to say it for sure. Yeah.
I might cut that part out. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Now, you guys are on good terms. Fucking, that's amazing.
Yes.
So he's the father of your daughter.
Yes.
Situation happened, and I know you shouldn't speak for him, but situation happened around Alton Towers.
Yes.
Fucked up situation.
Yes.
That was your daughter that was involved?
No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't my daughter. My daughter was born years after that situation was involved. Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys know each other at that point, or no?
No.
This was before. Okay. All right,
I didn't know him at that point in time, to be honest. When I originally met him, the only thing I had to go off of his personality pretty much was him. Just because my husband just passed away. So I didn't really have social media or like contact with other people and those kinds of stuff. So it's like when I originally like linked and like connected with Trizzy, it was more so like my husband just passed away, you know what I mean? Like he met me on social media. I knew him from like back in the day when I met him, like in Malvern. But aside from that, I didn't know him, you know what I mean? So I just went off who he said I was as a person, because it's like me meeting you, you know what I mean? And then you tell me like, I meet you, you're I feel like you're a nice person, you know what I mean? And then someone could be like, oh my God, that guy's this, that guy's that. But it's like, I'm not going to go off of what somebody else says about you. I'm just going to go off how you treat me as a person. You know what I mean? I honestly didn't get started treating rough until I was about 7 months pregnant. Yeah. Wow. So like the whole time it was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I was having fun. And then when I got about 7 months pregnant, shit just went left.
In your opinion, this is your story now. What do you feel like happened as to like, what was the switch that was like, okay, now it's time to be like, or what was the situation? Was like, why are you treating me so rough? Because I know when young men and young women have like babies and shit like that, even not even young, but the man always seems to, something happens and the man just be like, I'm off of this, or you know what I'm saying? And that
I think everything was fine until I got pregnant. When I got, like, we were pretty good. Like, our relationship was pretty good. Like, yeah, we had like our little 1-2s, you know what I mean? Because like he was talking to the gal them, whatever. I was doing my thing, we're doing our thing. But I feel like when I got actual pregnant and like I passed the point where it was like abortion, that's when shit kind of went like a little left, and I was like, okay, you know what I mean? I he's a very fun guy. I'm not gonna say he's not a fun guy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say like he's a bad dad or nothing like that. I will say that like personally, the person that I met compared to the person that I ended up with wasn't the same person. And I feel like a lot of times that happens in Toronto with mans. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times they project to be a type of guy or type of person that they are, and then the gal them fall in love with them, and then it's just like, oh, joke's on you, girl, psych, you know what I mean? And then you end up with like this crazy ass fucking guy, and you're just like, well, how did I get in myself in this situation? And everyone's like, girl, you knew you were in this situation. And it's like, because you don't know, like, really on the outside looking in, it's like, yeah, all the gal them know, like, he's hollering at all these people, he's talking to all these girls, but it's like, you don't know that this is going on, because it's not like the girls are telling you, like, you know what I mean? They don't come to you as a woman until shit hits the fan.
That's facts.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And more times, you guys don't lie. The niggas in Toronto, you guys talk to the gal them that have man. You guys, because it's a sticky situation. Otherwise, if she goes and says something to your girl, her man's in a problem now. You know what I mean? If you go and say something to her man, your girl's in a problem. It's a sticky situation. So I feel like a lot of times, like a lot of the sneaky links in Toronto, it's a lot of like baby moms and like baby fathers linking up. You know what I mean? Baby fathers' girlfriends. It's just like, yeah, it's sticky.
No, I've been in situations where I was in a relationship, and maybe like 2 years down the line, she's like, oh, you're not who you said you were in the beginning, and now everything has changed. But like, situations change.
Because you don't like her no
change.
more.
That's not it. It's things change. Like
what?
It could be a change in career, right? It could be a change in, like, say you're working hard to be somebody, and then you start becoming somebody, and they don't like that change, or there's more attention on them.
But then
like,
that would just mean that your partner's hating on your success. If you become somebody and you're bigger than what they are, and they're mad at you for that, that's hating on your success. Because personally speaking, if I become somebody and I'm bigger than what you are, and also as a man, why are you not taking her with you? If you become bigger than what you are, and you say, like, for example, you're on your podcast, it's a big podcast, you know what I mean?
It's okay.
How come she's not sitting in the chair beside you asking questions too? It's a lot of times like, a lot of people, they'll elevate, but they're not taking their partner with them, and they feel like their partner has to do the work to get up there with them. But when you're broke, sad, and depressed, and you weren't where you were, and I was there broke, sad, and depressed with you, trying to be like, babe, go do this. Go buy the microphone. I'll pay for the microphone. You know what I mean? You guys don't take that stuff in either. When you get to the point where you're at, and you get to where you're going, it's like, you're not where I am. You get what I'm saying? You're not where I am, but it's like, baby, I helped you to get to where you're going.
I think it's different circumstances and different situations.
Okay,
at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right.
Different situation. But I do get what you're saying. I do get a supportive partner. You know what I'm saying? If you, like I said, if I was with you and you know I'm taking your shit to the next level. It doesn't even matter. I could be behind the scenes. I could be the cameraman holding.
Exactly.
I don't need to be in. I could just be there to make sure that you get your shit off.
Exactly.
And I'm going to be happy for that. Right?
And then when you get to the next level, I'm going to be happy for you regardless. I'm still going to be the cameraman holding your camera.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't even need to elevate to be bigger than what you are. I don't need you to take me with you. I'll still be the cameraman holding your camera. What I need you to do is acknowledge that I'm your girl and I'm the cameraman holding your camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, shout out to the people that support their partners.
Yeah, you can't elevate and your girl's holding the camera. And then you get a new cameraman, you're like,
we don't need
you, gal, get out of here. Like, no. Yeah.
Now that happens as fucking Toronto, especially with Toronto artists.
It happened to me.
It happened to you? Really? Really? What do you mean? What happened? What happened?
It happened to me.
What happened?
What do you mean?
What happened?
Man, come on, dog.
You went on TikTok.
It happened to me on TikTok. Yeah.
Come on now.
It happened to me on TikTok still. It did.
That someone just glowed up and left you behind?
Yeah.
Who glowed up?
I mean, they didn't really glow up, but left you behind type shit.
Left you
Pretty
behind.
much.
They glimmered for a little, but it faded. It tarnished.
It tarnished? It wasn't
I'm the
real?
motion, baby.
It wasn't polished
I'm
enough?
the motion.
You're the motion?
I'm the motion.
Yeah.
I'm the motion.
Them pop there.
Fucking op fucker.
Yes.
Right back to the beginning. Right back to the beginning.
I knew it.
What the fuck are you
waiting.
talking about, op fucker? What are you talking about?
Yo, listen.
Why do you even
The
fuck
ops
your
need
ops?
love too, man.
Nah, but come on, like, don't you feel like it's disloyalty if you're tied to somebody or someone's community, I guess, and then you go and they hurt you and you go to the other side on some disloyal shit? Like, you don't feel like that's
Don't you think
wrong?
it's this? Listen. Don't you think it's disloyalty if me and you are tied to a community together and you go fuck a next bitch and the whole community knows that you fucked the next bitch but me? That's embarrassing. Now you have me around the man them. The man them are smiling in my face.
So why not fuck one of his niggas?
What are you talking about?
And why not just fuck one of his niggas? Not a whole
Niggas.
Bun you.
Bye. The man them that are their friends. Let me tell you guys something. Let me put you up on game, okay? The man them that are the friends, they're only fucking you to show you the friend that you're a whore and that he should have been left you. You get what I'm saying? The ops need love too. The ops need love too. The ops are not trying to show the nigga he could fuck you because you're a whore. The ops are trying to show the nigga, bitch, you fumbled the bag and now I got it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the mentality
Facts.
behind that?
Facts, ops needs love too. What do you mean? Like, imagine you're a op. You're so sad, man. You're depressed. Ops need love too.
Have you ever got backlash in a situation like that, or
Every time.
every time
Every time.
a sticky situation? You're like, fuck.
I'm always in a sticky.
What's the latest sticky right now? What's the latest? What's the latest sticky that's not on TikTok right now? Give us the exclusive. The man need the exclusive. Give me the latest stickers. What's the latest? Give me the news. Give me the tea. Spill it. Spill it.
I don't know. The latest sticky situation I'm in is the state. I'm just waiting for the boss.
I have a situation I want to ask you about, actually. Okay, Fusion reunion, Bad Girls.
Okay.
You were in an argument with T Mula's mom?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that about?
Honestly, it wasn't even anything that serious. I'm a really tiny person, as you can see in real life. I'm actually pretty small. I was standing behind her, like, you know, she came, I was standing at the bar, she came, she wedged herself in between me and somebody else. And her mom was just like stepping back on me. And I was just like, excuse me, miss, you're stepping back on me.
Mm-hmm.
And then she literally like stepped back again. So it was like 3 steps at this point in time. So I kind of just like pushed her back, you know, like just, you're stepping on me, you know? And then it just became a big situation. And then, yeah, but it wasn't honestly like, it wasn't that much of like a situation for me to go online and be like, oh, whatever the case may be. So yeah, I don't think it's a problem. Unless it's a problem. I don't know.
Because it looked like T Mula was ready to just, you know what I'm saying? Like jump in and start throwing hands.
I feel like it was a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Ultimately also because she didn't know that was somebody's mom. And once T Mula came over there and was like, oh, who has a problem? She literally said, oh shit, that's your mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I didn't know.
It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't like try to wild out or like, try to, you know, type shit. Like, she literally was like, oh, okay, that's your mom. Like, my bad, type shit. So it was literally a misunderstanding. Everybody was in the moment. Everybody was drinking. I feel like it was just a hype type moment because at one point I put myself personally in between them. But when I left to go record, some of it is when that altercation happened. You know what I'm saying? And then I came back and I went and I spoke to her mom and we were able to diffuse, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Peacefully, humbly, type shit. So I think it was just an intoxication. It was the licks.
No, that's dope. We tapped into
I think
this.
I have little people syndrome.
Little people?
I'm like, hey, stop it on me.
Yeah, you know, If I put myself in between because you genuinely were being stepped on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I put myself in between the two of you. But when I left, we'll record some of the reunion.
I feel like when you left is when I pushed.
No, but that's when it happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
I was like,
Why did I
well,
leave?
he's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened, pretty much.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, but when we were outside and everything and the whole thing was going back and forth and I realized like it was T Mula's mom, I was like, honestly, I don't mean no disrespect to your mom. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
she stepped on me. That's just the only problem.
You were not
That was
looking
it.
at all.
Yeah, it wasn't no like nothing like that.
Mhm.
And nobody would have even known if fucking Gucci Boy didn't go on here talking about Tinman stepped. Tinman got into a fight. I said, "Why did you say that? I'm not even a part of the baddies."
You gonna apply season 2 or not?
Yeah.
You are?
Yes.
It's up.
I think you're gonna make it.
You think so?
I'll make sure.
Okay.
I'll make sure.
Okay.
That's what it does.
Yes. Clock that tea. Yes.
No, I feel like when season 2 happens, it needs to be grander. Like we need more celebrity stars that people know.
Yes,
for the people
for
to
sure.
tune into the show.
For sure.
Were you were locked into season 1.
Yes, I did see season 1.
What was your favorite and what was your worst moment?
My worst moment, I'm not gonna lie, was the end. I'm not gonna lie, it was the end because I feel like everybody should get their fair ones. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at the end of the day, like if I'm coming to a situation and I'm going downstairs into a basement with a bunch of bitches that I know for a fact doesn't fucking like me, as production, I feel like even if I get my shit rocked, everybody's gonna have to run their fair ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like kind of like in the last episode, the Sav girl was kind of getting like whipped around the room. And everybody was just like, wham, wham, kick, punch, headbutt. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, holy fuck, like, let me square up. Like, at least let them go outside. Let them go in the living room. It's a basement. You know what I mean? Let them go in the living room.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If Destiny wants to square up, square up. Jeannie wants to square up. Tia wants to square up. All you guys square up. Yeah, I'm going to run the ones with all of you guys. Even if I'm bloodied up, even if I'm out of breath. And me personally, I'll run the ones with everybody. But it has to be 1-1-1. I feel like in the last episode, it was like kind of like a jumping situation. You know what I mean? Like a Mean Girls Baddies Club kind shit. Like, and I don't really like that because I feel like all the girls they could definitely Sav could hold her own, but I feel like all the girls could definitely fight too. You know what I mean? It didn't have to be a situation where like it was like, okay, yeah, this girl's dragging my hair, but you're punching me in my face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, okay, this girl's dragging my hair. Yeah, I'm down on the ground, but let me stand up on my twos and then me and you face forward and we're going to go on our ones. You know what I mean? I feel like that was the worst part of the episode that I ever seen because I was just like, whoa, what the hell? And then also Jeannie teething Hennessy's man. I was like, why did you teeth Hennessy's man? You didn't even need to do that. Hennessy looks like a cool ass girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she looks like such a friendly person, and that's my problem too. Like, I'm friendly with everybody, and I'm like, that happened to me before too. So I'm just like, why did you teeth the girl, man? You didn't have to. And the girl went on her confession say, so if your man's adding me to Instagram, so what? That's like you're a man. I said, oh my God, girl, be a good friend. Who cares? Like what? Hennessy looks like she's a girl's girl. Like just be a good fucking friend. You know what I'm saying? The best highlight of the episode that I seen was just the fact that Toronto girls can get the fuck together and not fight. Within the whole season, I seen the reunion fight and I seen the episode fight between the Millie and the Terry. Terry's my gal. Shout out to Terry. I like her. She's sexy. So Terry and fucking Millie fought, but aside from that, they did things together.
They did.
They did challenges.
Yeah.
They went outside. You know what I mean? They were doing each other's hair.
They were in the same room together.
They were styling each other.
Yeah.
That's what I loved. It's like everybody thinks like baddies are toxic, bad bitches are toxic. Everybody gets together and they're just fighting and we're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck your man. And it's just like, it's not even like that. You know what I mean? Like imagine like MVP Mariah, she was doing the girls' hairs. You know what I mean? She's a hairstylist. She does bomb-ass hair, too. If I ever get a wig, I'll get it installed by her, no cap.
Mm-hmm.
She was doing the girls' hairs. They were doing things, you know what I mean? I seen Blicky go out the other day. Blicky was dressed like a gal damn. I said, watch Blicky. You know what I mean? Like, they're supporting each other as Toronto girls. And Toronto bitches do not support each other. From when you're pretty, without lashes, they don't support you. Straight up. If you're an ugly bitch, they support you. No cap. The ugly bitches, they support the ugly bitches. I swear to God. If you tear your lashes off and take your makeup off, whether you rap, you sing, you dance, you're a stripper, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do, bitch. You could be a bottle girl. It doesn't matter. But when you take your lashes off and you take your makeup off and you're ugly, the galdom will support you. If you take the makeup off, the lashes off, and you still look good without it, oh my God, they're mad at you. Why are you mad?
That's fucked up.
They're mad at you. It's not fucked up. I've been in parties. I don't know nobody in there. Just walking past them, and it's just like, girl, what are you even mad about?
You look good.
Why are you mad?
Pretty girl problems? Is that what they call it?
No, it's pretty girl privilege.
Pretty girl privilege. Yes, yeah, that's what it is, right?
It's a problem for the ugly bitches.
That is crazy. But yeah, you're right though. The show definitely touched on sisterhood. Like,
yes,
niggas fight all the time. Me and my dogs fist fight, but we're still brethren the next day smoking blunts together. It's like, we could fight.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the one thing that I think people missed. And I'm glad that you pointed it out. Like the sisterhood of Toronto women just coming together and doing these things. And yeah, they might get a 1-2, but the next day they're out partying and turning up and everything's out blessed.
Exactly. And they're not out partying, everything's out blessed, and they're acting like everything's cool like it does in the baddies. Because I know in the baddies, like the actual franchise of it, they go out, they act like everything's cool, but in the house, they're tearing each other apart. I feel like with the baddies of the six, they actually like sat down, they issued out their problems as big fucking women, and then they go out, then they go have fun, they do their thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's no animosity in or outside the club.
That's fact.
And that's what I like about the baddies of the six. It's like, it's not like we're going to be outside and we're fighting each other. You know what I mean? Acting crazy because I don't like you or your crew don't like me or whatever the case may be. I like the fact that like they actually made amends off camera. Because even at the reunion when Moolah and Tia Banks was buddy, I said, oh wow, you know what I mean? Like they made friends, like they did that shit, like you know what I mean? That's off camera. Like they did their shit, they talked about it like grown women, and I don't like how people portray Toronto women to be ratchet, ghetto ass bitches. You know what I mean? Because we're actually very intelligent women. We're very smart. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you have to be a product of your environment. So it's like the white gal them are getting off talking like us. They're getting famous. They're getting endorsement deals. They're getting sponsor deals. But then when we talk like us from Toronto, we're ghetto and we're ratchet and we're this and we're that. You get what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of time people don't take the time to sit down with us and actually talk to us to realize like we're actually intelligent women. And we actually like go off of morals and principles and standards. It's not just like skin out my pum pum. Yeah. Sometimes it is though. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe if I'm a little drunk.
Maybe. Fuck. I was gonna ask. Oh yeah. So I want to see a reality show with you, but not. I want to see a different show. Like since you're so TikTok, especially you're a TikTok star. What does how to find like the next TikTok star look like with you being the host? How does that look like? What are we searching for? What are we looking for?
Honestly,
can we even do a show like that?
I do feel like you can do a show like that. I just honestly feel like you have to be authentically yourself. I do feel like a lot of times people are scared of their own story and they don't want to tell it. So they tell somebody else's story, or they tell a story they made up, or they tell a story that people think is cool. You know what I mean? And a lot of times it's like people don't want to live in their truth. People don't want to walk in their own shoes. So to be a TikTok star, or social media star, or reality star, whatever the case may be, I feel like you really have to walk in your own shoes. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd be online at 9 o'clock in the morning like, yeah, I was a fucking crackhead. You get what I'm saying? I'd be online at 9 o'clock in the morning like, yeah, I got essayed. Yeah, I did this. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I sold my pussy. You get what I'm saying? So it's like there's a lot of factors and pieces where it's like people will fuck with you because you're you.
Yeah.
And you want to go off of that. You know what I mean? If you're going to go off of something that you feel like people will like, you're going to always have to keep up that image.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
You're always going to have to keep up that image. It's like the Disney stars. They're always going to, I'm such a good girl. I'm such a good girl. Then when you catch her fucking doing blow in a party or sucking dick in an alleyway, you're like, oh my God, not Miley Cyrus. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, babes. Yeah, she's partying in the USA, girl. You don't see her party. What? She's with the producers and backing it up. What do you mean? You know, and not everybody's shocked. Yeah. It's like people say things about me and people are not shocked. They're like, oh, it's Tinman.
Yeah.
It's Tinman. Like, yeah, Tinman did. We already knew that. You know what I mean? We already knew that.
Exactly.
We're like, oh yeah, you did that. They're like, yeah, we already knew that. Like, Tinman said it herself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't let nobody tell your story. Walk in who you are as a person. Be true.
Adventures of Tinman. I want to see that. Coming to YouTube near you. I need to see a TV show.
Coming to a YouTube near you.
Last thing before we get out of here. We're going to play a little game. It's called Should I Post This or Not?
Okay.
And I know you like to post everything but let's think hypothetical.
Okay.
If you were like a square person or whatever, okay?
Okay, if I was a square person.
All
okay. Right. Not me, if I was a square person.
If you were a square, okay?
Okay.
It's 2 a.m. and I just had a deep realization about life. Should I share this now at 2 a.m.?
If I was a square person, no.
Yeah. No? Why not?
The reason why I wouldn't share it as a square person is because as a square person, you're not ready for the negative comments. So if you have a deep thought and it's a negative deep thought or it's a positive deep thought, even if it is a positive deep thought, people have negative comments on it. Are you willing to stay up all night and wait for the likes and the comments? Because let's be real, that's what you do. When you post a picture, you wait to see how much people comment or like in the next 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, that's dope. My boss just assigned me extra work before the weekend. Thinking of tweeting, love how my boss thinks I have no life. Should I post this?
Tweet that. Tweet that.
Tweet that a lot.
Tweet that.
I'll tweet that shit.
Yeah,
Fuck
I'm tweeting that shit. The fuck? You think I don't have no life? The
fuck? Just had a fight with my partner, considering posting single life is better anyway. Is this a good idea?
No, because later when you're on your knees sucking that dick, you're going to regret it. Hanging that in the back of your throat, you're going to be like,
Okay. Snap the selfie without makeup and filter. Should I post it to promote authenticity?
Yes, if you're not ugly.
What if you are ugly?
Babe, put a filter.
Not everything needs filters, though.
If you're ugly, it does.
No, it does. Yo, listen, man's would fuck the ugliest thing ever. And you could be as pretty as shit. They're cheating on you with the girl next door.
So if you see that bitch post a fucking video, a picture like she looking like a Franklin, you're gonna fuck her?
If she comes on to me and she's nice, yes, I might think about it for sure.
You're not gonna sex no girls that looks like a Canada goose attacking you. Like, bye.
Okay, listen. All right. Got some wild photos from last night's party. Should I share them all?
Share it.
Every single one?
Wait, all?
No.
Yeah.
Not all.
Share it. I do.
Discretion.
No, I do. and Snapchat, you got me fucked up. On Snapchat, oh my God. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I said, hold on, let me delete this. Let me delete this. I got fucked up.
Are all social medias different?
Yes.
Okay, well, I wish I can get into that. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to bring you back. Thinking of posting a before and after photo of my fitness journey. Is this motivating or too personal?
No. Just post after where you're... Yeah.
Not the before?
Post after, and then when people ask for the before and they're like, oh, what's your fitness journey? Make a post on your fitness journey and do your fitness journey. Get your content, girl. Get your content, girl. Do your fitness journey, your pull-ups, and then afterwards just be like, this is what I look like before an ugly duckling. Live. Yeah.
I already knew who you were before.
Not me. I'm going to be small for the rest of my life, sis.
Not you, but I'm saying, like, when people do that, like, they already see you before, so it's like...
Yeah, but there's people on social media that didn't see you before, and they're wondering, how did this happen? How do you get these glutes?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do you get these... That's what I'd be wondering. How do you get these glutes?
Watching.
Yeah. So you post some glutes, you shake it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. And then you just post your content. Post what your food diet, what you're eating, what you're doing. what? People start following you, start getting 10K likes, 15K likes. Are you crazy? Then you post your little skinny, ugly duckling body. Everybody's gonna be like, wow, that's where she came from? 100,000 followers.
No, that's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
I need to make a content creator thing for real.
You do.
Yeah.
I will, fam, we would help you, bro. Like,
I really do.
you need to make some sort of course or something. I'm telling you.
I do.
I think you got it. Like, you obviously been in it for so long. You know exactly what. We'll talk about it.
I do. Yes.
I have a controversial opinion about a trending topic. Should I share it?
Okay. Oh, I thought you were saying.
No, that's the question. That's the question.
No, not if you're not a social. If you're in social media, no, because religion, gender-based, domestic violence, like a lot of those things are completely off limits, and a lot of people have a lot of opinions. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
True.
But if you're not a social media person, definitely you can share your opinion for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just read some juicy celebrity gossip. Should I comment on it publicly?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Celebrities are always on the table, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Feeling strongly about a political issue. I know you just mentioned that. Should I express my views on my platform?
Not if you're a social media person, but if you're not, yeah, you definitely can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone left a negative comment on my post. Should I clap back or ignore it?
Clap back.
Now this is...
Clap back.
You clap back?
Clap back.
As a square?
Clap back.
Every time?
Every time. Clap back as a square, as a diamond, as a triangle, as a circle. Clap back.
Why though?
Because every time, defend yourself. Clap back.
You think defending yourself, point blank, period, is the most thing to
Every
go?
time, defend yourself. Clap back.
Who asked you?
Who asked you when you have an opinion on my life? You have an opinion on my life and you don't even know me. You don't even know me. Who asked you? Yeah, clap back.
Now you gonna hear me.
Yeah, clap back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I'm getting, like, before me, I would not clap back. I'll just let them talk shit. But I'm getting into the mode of trolling.
Like,
I'm getting in my dark spirit.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta clap
I'm clapping back at everything.
Yeah,
A man
you
just
gotta
said,
clap back. You gotta clap back.
Fam, I think I posted something and it's like, are you gay? And I'm like, what if I am? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you gotta clap back.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell?
You gotta clap back.
Yeah.
You have to. They be playing in your face.
They be playing in my... Yeah. All right. Posting a group photo. Should I tag everyone even if some might not like the picture?
I don't think you should tag everyone if somebody has a man and somebody's not with their man.
Okay. So it's like a group shot, and then...
I think it's a group chat thing. And like,
yeah.
if you're posting it on social media, like, you need to make sure with your geldom if
everybody's okay with it.
Yeah, because like, what if the op is in the picture?
And you're the op fucker. Received a weird DM thinking of posting it to call out the sender. Is this appropriate?
Depending.
If he's asking me to be a sugar mama, yeah, I'm sending it. I'm posting it. No, Cam, I'm tired of you guys. Stop fucking messaging me, bro.
They want you to be their sugar mama?
They want to be my sugar baby. They want me to be their sugar baby.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm tired.
You don't want to be a sugar baby.
I do, but not for liars. Don't message my phone to be a sugar baby and you're a liar sugar daddy. Like, I want to be a sugar baby if, like, you're really a sugar daddy. Like, yeah, sugar baby me. What are you talking about? I'll go to Turks and Caicos with an old white man. Are you crazy? Stop playing with me.
Is it okay to post multiple times a day or should I space out my content? I guess this is for the content creator people. This is a part of your class.
Honestly, sometimes I don't go live for fucking 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So
it's just if you have to. Honestly, I feel like content creating is not about the content. To be honest, it's about the creator. You know what I mean? Like, do people like you? Are you relatable? If you go online and you wait 2-3 weeks, when you go back online, are you making money? Do people tune in? Are people watching you? You know what I mean? Like, do people care about what you're saying? It's like that. You could post as much content you want. You can post as much food videos, shopping videos, anything you want to post. You could post it, but are people actually tuning in?
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have a personality for it? Do people like you? Like,
exactly.
Yeah, you're right. Found an old photo from high school. Should I post it for Throwback Thursday?
No, that shit's probably ugly.
But what if you cute? Like, what if you were like this, but younger? No?
No. Whose high school? I don't think anybody. Whose high school photo's cute? Yours?
There's cute high school. I'm telling you, there's some people with some cute high school pictures.
I have a cute grade 8 photo.
So do you post it or not?
Grade 8 graduation.
Do you post it or not?
I never posted it.
You should. Try it Thursday and see what happens.
Nah. No, I'm okay.
All right, last one. And you already kind of answered this. Planning to take a social media break. Should you announce it or just go silent?
I think it depends on how much of your followers are your actual fan base compared to haters. Because a lot of times you have a lot of followers or a lot of people tuning in. You'll be on live and there's 300 people watching you. But out of those 300 people, there's probably like 15 people that are your actual fan base. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Realistically speaking. So I feel like if you are going to announce it, it's because you have a genuine fan base. That's a lot of people that genuinely care that you're gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you owe it to them low key because they pay you. They dedicate their lives to you. They watch you. They comment on you. You know what I mean? They share your stuff. Like a lot of times without our fans, where are we really gonna be? If people don't follow us, if people don't look in and tune into us, we really actually don't have nothing.
That's facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do feel like if it's your fan base, you owe it to them to definitely tell them, like, I'm taking a break for my mental health. And your fan base would definitely understand if you're taking a break for your mental health because that's your mental health. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I feel like if you don't have a fan base, who the fuck are you telling?
Exactly.
Who are you telling it to?
Exactly. Two more things. How do you give back to your fan base then? Like, I guess that's following on. How do you give back as Tinman? Like, if I want to subscribe to you, tap into you every day, like, what would be the give back for me? Like, or what would be the gift? Like, what are you giving to me as a gift as a follower of Tinman?
So for my followers, a lot of times I do meet them in real life. A lot of them I do meet in real life. A lot of like, for example, she's here. That was one of my followers as well. I do meet them in real life. They do eventually become my friends in real life. I'm not very like a mean person. If you come to me, you ask me for advice. I've been through a lot of things in my life. I'll definitely give you advice. You know what I mean? I'll definitely tell you what I have to tell you, whether you like it or not. For me personally, my fans or my followers, I have a group chat. So there's a group chat on Snapchat that I have. There is a fee to get in because I do have a subscription on TikTok. But TikTok takes 50% of your money. Yeah, I don't know if anybody knows that. So you do get paid in USD, but they do take a percentage of it.
50% is crazy.
Yeah.
Did you do your taxes? Because it's not supposed to be anything. They're not supposed to take anything from you.
Yeah, so they do take 50%.
No, the TikTok itself.
TikTok itself takes 50% from you.
TikTok is not an American company.
Yeah, but because you get paid in USD and you're Canadian.
They're not supposed to take money.
They're not, but they do.
It's because TikTok is not an American company.
Yes.
It's like Chinese or whatever. So they're taking their little money. That's
Yes.
fucked up, China.
Yes.
You fucked up, Gangzhou Zhang, whatever the fuck company that is.
Yes, they do.
BitDance.
They
The thing
do.
is ByteDance. Fuck them niggas.
So you'll have subscribers, which is on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you guys the blueprint.
Share it.
I'm giving you guys the blueprint.
Share it.
So basically, you have subscribers. They're on TikTok. So everybody subscribes for a certain amount of price. You could have like $5.89, $13.89, $22.89, whatever the case may be. And then everybody subscribes on TikTok. And then you go on your sub-only live. And then you have like exclusive content, I would guess you would say. Like when you go on sub-only live, you're like, oh, you're in your subs. You're talking about whatever happened on TikTok. You're talking about your personal business, whatever the case may be. So me, I found a way to do it differently. So basically, I have sub chats on Snapchat. So what I made was the same TikTok subscriptions, but I put it in Snapchat. So everybody that subscribed to me on TikTok is in Snapchat, and they pay a certain amount of fee on Snapchat via e-transfer. So all the bread goes to me, minus the USD. So I added the USD to the bread.
Okay.
So all the bread that I would be paid in TikTok USD goes to me through Snapchat e-transfer.
Bless.
So I have a couple group chats on Snapchat, different tiers of different people from different followers, and they get different content. So some people get more exclusive content, for example, like more so like if my daughter's walking, eating, crawling, if I go on an event, if I have something coming up, like for this podcast or for whatever, like they'll find out about it before I go on live to say anything. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So certain people have different tiers of different levels, and certain people pay certain prices for that, and that goes straight to me. So that's how I do give back. I also do like I have a barbecue coming up at my crib. A couple of my followers are coming. Yeah, so I'm not like one of those people that are just like, like I do. Yeah, we do.
That's blessed.
Yes.
That's
I
blessed.
kind of want to do when I do get more into like my YouTube and stuff, because I just started it.
Yeah.
But when I do get more into my YouTube and stuff, I want to make a fundraiser for my daughter because she is disabled. So I want to make a fundraiser for her. I'm trying to get into link with her genetic doctors at Sick Kids.
Yeah.
So we can kind of build a foundation for her disability. It's called Prader-Willi syndrome. It's a rare genetic disorder. So I'm trying to get that going so I can start to build a foundation in her name for her genetic disorder.
Yeah, for people with the same.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you should. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's blessed.
Yeah. That's basically what I'm working on right now, actively.
Deep down, you're an amazing woman.
Thank you.
You're a fucking amazing woman. Give it up to motherfucking Tinman. Hey.
But.
It's crazy. We just got into the show. We didn't even introduce anybody. Like, fuck, it's the Man Show. It's your boy Vegas. Gutsy's taking a break, but we had motherfucking Tinman in the motherfucking building. Tell everybody how to follow you, how to be a subscriber.
Big Tinman, not the little one. It's Pretty Sippin' Pretty on all platforms. Don't you guys ever forget it. My co-host, tell your things them.
Hey, simply that tea. You don't know.
I love you guys. Thanks for having me.
Listen, you're able to come anytime you want. You got something to come off?
Nice.
Forward. You know what I'm saying? This is your home. Same with you. We got you next week, actually. This is your home, so don't be afraid to link on. Be like, yo, I want to come home.
Okay, deal.
And this is where you could pop your shit off.
Yes, I need to get pink headphones.
I'll swap them out for you. Get pink headphones, whatever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We are out of here.
It's so nice to be here, guys. Bye.
Peace.